Hello Art Fam, it's Luis Martin, the art engineer, and before we jump into this video, I had a technical difficulty. The camera that records my face did not record, or it did record, but it didn't come out. So, in this video, I'll be using this little guy as my proxy. So, I think instead of re-recording, this was a great video with some really great information that I want to share with you, and the most important thing are my words and my hands. So let's dive in. Let's see what happens. Remember, when the world gives you lemons, you make limoncello. All right, cheers. Hello, Art Fam. It's Luis Martin, the art engineer, and hashtag Moonlight. What a beautiful word. All right, this is our summer prompt for this week. But before we jump into it, remember to like, subscribe, add us to your favorite, share this video with one person. One person will make all the difference. YouTube, Instagram works in a very funny way, so we can't rely on them pushing the good stuff to the front. We really got to do the work. I got to do the work. So I'm asking you to help me to do the work and share the light, share the flowers, share the butterfly, share the paper. So it's a collective experience. I have a really exciting video ahead of us today. There are a few things that I want to share, and one of them is the 6M program is coming up tomorrow. I'm actually releasing a video on it. And if you have a calling to be a creative person, watch this video. Even if you don't join, there's a lot of breadcrumbs that'll lead you to something really, really special. If you're thinking of joining, now is the time to do it. The prices will go up because yes, like I said, YouTube and Instagram do not pay me. I do this because this is what I love to do, and it's a way to sustain and support these projects, and it's amazing. So get on board, listen to your intuition, and listen, there's nothing more expensive than not being educated. So having said that, the next thing I want to share with you is the Well books. All right, this is not only a summer prompt video, but this is also an unboxing of the Well books. They're here. If you ordered them, they're probably in your hands already. If they're not, they're on their way. These are beautiful. And are you ready to see them? So this is the Well book that you are getting in the mail. They are sold out. The next batch are coming out in July. The pre-sale will be sometime in the last week of June. They're beautiful. So as always, anything I offer to you, to the community, is going to be something that has meaning to it, right? As you know, if you've been following this channel and my work for a while, the diamonds are really a visual representation of the beauty and power that we have and the abundance that I want to share with you and remind you that you can create. And of course, the Art Fam sticker. Listen, this whole Art Fam thing, it started as a hashtag to kind of just be like, oh, that sounds nice. But it has taken on a thing of its own. It really has become this collective of amazing artists who may not know each other personally, but know that they're there and that you are being championed and we are championing each other. So remember, you are part of something big and everything you do matters. Having said that, let's unbox this. All right, Art Fam, this is what you get in the mail. Whew, this is super exciting. Okay, so I'm gonna unbox it. When you get it, you probably get it with a bunch more tape because we need to make sure that it gets to you safely. Now, you can use this or not, but you get one of these inside as well. But let me not get ahead of myself. So use this, put this somewhere you remember, because the whole point of this Art Fam experience is to know that you are part of something bigger. When you create, we're usually alone, which is important, you know, to have a moment of self-reflection alone. But then we have to open the door. We have to remember that we are part of something bigger and we can create together. So behind this is the cover. Now the cover is inspired by all the great LP music that I have, and I've used some discarded LPs to create the covers. Bam! This is the one that I got. So I send them randomly. The one you got is one of a kind, chosen for you randomly. And I don't believe in mistakes or in coincidences. Things happen for reasons. So if you got one, look at it and ask yourself, how does this connect to me? So this is the one I got. And look, there's a little hand, a left hand. I'm left-handed. There, connection. So what happens? Okay, so this is the cover of an album that I had, and now it's the cover for my well book. Inside, you are going to get a sheet, and in this sheet is a welcome. And on the bottom are all of the prompts that we're going to be doing this summer. So if you got this is especially for you, an insider look. So keep a secret. And then you get a little blurb about what exactly we're doing with this. And the idea is that this is your movable studio. Take this everywhere you go. Collect ideas. Take up space. Take this to a cafe and spread out. Or take this to a cafe and create a little safe space and write. That's the whole idea of this, okay? You also get this beautiful envelope with some really exciting stuff. And one thing that I want to share that is new to the well book this time around that I love is this. Not the fragile part. We already know that. No, these are photo corners for putting a picture, a card, whatever. I love these. These remind me of scrapbooking. This collage thing is a little bit different than scrapbooking because it's a little bit more personal and more loose and free. When you scrapbook, there's usually a story you're trying to tell of a moment in time, whatever, but you can use these to do great things. Also, I always send you a one-of-a-kind Neo art deck. This is my Oracle card deck that I've created a few years ago, and each one is a collage that I made and has a very special meaning. Again, like everything, connect with it, see what it means to you. The one I got is this one. And this one is all about manifesting. Just like all of this is part of my imagination, right? I didn't just press a button and click and it came to me. No, I had to think about this. And what I'm constantly doing is what this guy's doing, right? Creating a little ecosystem, creating a world, bringing light into darkness. That's what I want to do. And that's what I'm doing with this. So join me. You get some other fun stuff in here and I'll let you go through that when you get yours. You get a beautiful diamond page, already part of the book. You get a substrate of beautiful black, so you can collage on this, so you can draw on this, do whatever you want. You get some text. I love just beautiful text that you can just implement stuff on and play with. You get some naughty stuff. You get some letters, you get some pictures. Do you know what that is? I know what that is. And it's just really, really fun. And the whole point is that you can just go to town with it. If you don't like something, rip it out. If you like something, leave it alone. It is so cool. And this is one of my favorite parts, the center pieces. Look at this. What a beautiful spread, right? Now you can take this with you. You can literally put a banana clip and just put it on your wall, right? And live with it for a minute when you travel, when you're bored. Listen, I am an 80s child. I love The Simpsons. The Simpsons make me so happy, and I'm getting choked up. No. And one of my favorite aspects of The Simpsons was Bartman. Remember Bartman? He had superpowers. This is a reminder. You can just put on your little superpower anything, a necklace, a ring, and remind yourself, I am superhuman, like Bartman. So that's fun. I will always, always, always remind us of the beautiful diversity of our globe. So there's some beautiful ethnographic images. There's Japanese text. There's a map. You guys, I mean, beautiful. This happens to be South America. Love. What did you get? There's stickers. There's textures. I mean, it's just never ending. And one thing that we really love to do here is also the texture, the quality of the paper, right? So remember, everything you see doesn't mean anything until you give it a meaning, right? Like, these are bones, and this could be really dark and scary, or this could be really exciting and remind me of Halloween. So again, take it to wherever you want to take it. Don't let me tell you how to experience your well book. You perceive it and give it the life you want to give it. Tell us your story. This is really exciting because this is new. We put pockets. This is a pocket, you guys. Look at this. And in your pocket, you have letters. You have glitter paper. God, Come on. I'm really excited about this. I'm traveling in July. This is coming with me. You get some more neon color blocks. You can write, you can journal, whatever you want. Beautiful African designs. Beautiful Amazonian father and kid. I mean, heartwarming. You get some pullouts. Oh, that's my favorite. And then, of course, you will always, always, always get some flowers for me. I mean, listen, you don't need to be rich. You just need to appreciate the beauty around us. Get a flower, get to put it in your environment, get some perfume, whatever. Create an environment that reminds you of your power, right? Look at this, some Indian beauty. I mean, we went to town this time around, and I must say, I'm gonna thank my husband Elvis because he was seminal to this. I have the worst dexterity. I can't cut a straight line to save my life, so I can do this without him. Remember, if you have big ideas, you don't have to do them by yourselves. Ask for help. I learned that lesson 5 minutes ago. So listen, this is beautiful, but this is actually, we've come to my favorite part, and I don't know how to describe it other than it's a challenge and it's a beautiful adventure that I want you to take with me. We have included 2 feet of white paper. 2 feet. This can be your mural space, this can be a long letter, this can be whatever you want it to be. But look at this. I want to trigger you to grow. I want to trigger you to take up space. Why is that important, taking up space? Listen, as a queer person, right now, Starbucks, Target, all these major influences in our country are trying to just throw us on the wayside because it makes some people feel uncomfortable. Aspects of me, aspects of you will always make people feel uncomfortable. Tough luck for them, because you have the right to exist, you have the right to your joy, and if it makes people uncomfortable, that's their choice. They don't have to look at you if they don't want to. So take up space, make beautiful places to tell your story, most importantly. As a brown person, it is very hard for me to see successful stories of people who look like me throughout history that have done beautiful things. So I'm doing a beautiful thing here and I want to share it with you. This is the Well book, my friends. This is what you get, this beautiful adventure that we have created for you. So I'm happy and I'm so excited that they went out, they sold out. Stay tuned for the next one. Whew. All right, that was a mouthful. I'm super excited. All right, now where are we going? Now we're going to hashtag Moonlight. I am really excited because not only am I doing this prompt Moonlight, but I enlisted a fabulous artist to take their crack at this prompt. I'll tell you about this person in a minute and see where they took it. All right, so what am I doing with Moonlight? If you're like me, you probably have a lot of scraps lying around, so I'm gonna delve into my little scraps, which is here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm already getting ideas, and I'm gonna see what I can find for Moonlight. Let me get myself some substrate. So I use Bristol. This is from Blick. You can get it from anywhere. Bristol paper is my #1 substrate of choice because it's sturdy. It can take wet medium if I want to use glue, which I never do. But if you want to color with watercolor or use paint, this will take it. So I like that. So let's see. How are you? How's your summer shaping up? I hope you are taking the time to really plan your summer because, you know, sometimes good things don't just happen. You really have to plant the seeds. And I think summer is a good time to do that, especially if you are an educator and you have the time off, or if you're retired. This is the perfect moment to be like, you know what, let me be really intentional about this summer. You know, I don't have my tools. Where are my tools, you guys? Here they are. All right. I was so prepared to talk about the Well book that I was like, I just want to press record. Okay, so look at this. This already looks like the moon, right? The moon has feminine energy. It's mysterious. So I'm going to work off of this. This was actually part of the digital collage kits. So if you are outside of the United States or like the idea of making digital collages, subscribe. It is a fantastic way to join the community, and you get some amazing images. And guess what? They're copyright free, so you can use them to create prints and sell them and not worry about being sued, which doesn't really happen unless you're using, like, you know, Mickey or all these other mega people. And even if you're doing that, you know, change them up, mess them up, give Mickey a nice drag up glow. So look what I'm doing. I'm not just taking the circle. I saw there were some interesting shapes around. Let's see where that takes me. I might cut it off, I might leave it. Because there's nothing worse than you can be than basic. And what do I mean by that? I don't mean to be rude. Maybe I do. What I mean by basic is, don't just draw a moon and do a circle if that's not your moon, right? That's the basic part, when you just take it for face value. Don't just like Taylor Swift because everybody likes Taylor Swift, right? Like, what about her makes you connect to her? That's basic if you just follow the crowd. Don't be basic. Actually, I think that's gonna be the motto of this summer. Don't be basic. Okay, so what does the moon mean to you? To me, the moon is very much goddess energy, and that's an important thing to me as a magical person. So I think this is gonna fit right into it's gonna align really well with my ideas, right? If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's okay. Just lean in and look up goddess energy, moon energy. It's beautiful. Okay. What do you think about when you think about moon? I asked Elvis, and he said, what did he say? He said the glow of the moon on the water. So that's kind of cool. It also makes me think of that movie, right? There was a movie called Moonlight, and that was beautiful. And it makes me think of the poster, actually, for the movie, which is this beautiful image of the main actor, and the colors were just beautiful. They were pastel, they were just gorgeous. So that's something to think about as well. Okay, so already, I mean, this is kind of a ready-made, isn't it? So that's good. I thought I saw something. No, okay. I'm liking where this is going. I hope you can see this. All right, so what else do I have in my scraps that caught my eye? So I have this mouth, which might be a little too cutesy for me today. Yeah, I'll put it on the side. Ooh, maybe that'll go in my well book. Okay, so this is from March. This was when we initiated the collective image. Love it. Okay, love this. Birds, animals. You know how I feel about these guys. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, flamingo. Okay, I love my flamingos. I'm gonna play with those. Even something like this, right? Why the heck am I holding on to this? Let me use it. Dum, 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 dum. Okay, I think me's have enough to play with. And sometimes you can challenge yourself and maybe only use 3 images to make a collage. How about that? You don't have to go all crazy to create a beautiful collage. Okay, I kind of like what's happening here. Oh yes, I like this much better. So I usually leave a white border around my images, and I kind of rationalize that with like, oh, it feels safe, like it's a safe space. So let me go outside my comfort zone and take up space, right? I keep saying take space. And what I mean by that is, you know, don't be afraid to grow. Don't be afraid to expand yourself because you're gonna make other people uncomfortable or yourself uncomfortable. Just go with your flow. Okay. Yes. Even just the hint of them, right, is so, look at those colors, man. All right, I said I would play with this, and I don't know what I have in mind. Listen, this can be a hideous collage, but I don't care. I'm just having fun, because artists just want to have fun. Okay. See, this is my idea of geometry. I always see these like math hacks on Instagram and they make them seem very easy. That's what I follow on Instagram. And I send them to Elvis, who's a math person. I'm like, is this real? Can I trust this? Okay, loving this, loving this. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and start taping things down. This is an exercise in commitment. I always tell people, don't be afraid to commit. Commit. Because the truth of the matter, it's just paper. But the moment you start practicing making choices, it carries on into your life. It really, really does, right? You become a little bit more assertive about what calls your name, what feels right. So this feels right to me. Okay, so I'm gonna cut these guys because they're calling my name. All right, you guys, tell me a story. What are you listening to? What are you eating? If you are part of our mailing list, you probably got a few weeks ago my inspirational food right now is halo halo. Halo halo is shaved ice from the Philippines. And Elvis made it through the day yesterday, 2 days ago. So delicious. And it's so beautiful because it is literally a representation, a history of the Philippines in a dessert plate. It has all of these influences from Japan, from Spain, from the Philippines. I mean, it's a beautiful thing where you can eat history and it's sweet. Seldom is that the fact, or the case. So check out halo halo. That's what I'm eating right now. Okay. So look what I'm doing. I'm not following the birds. I'm kind of creating my own background here. And you can do that with collage. Actually, with anything. You can kind of just make it up as you go and see how it serves you, right? I just don't want to cut it where it's just the birds outlined. I want to create an environment. Look at that. Yes, this is going somewhere. Okay. And look, I can even put these guys, and again, they don't really make sense, but they don't really have to. Oh, look at these colors. I love it. I'm not as daring with my wardrobe as I wish I was, because when I leave my house, I kind of just want to not be seen, which is weird. Like I just want to navigate through the world and be, at peace. And sometimes that means being left alone or pretending to be invisible. But there's so much beauty and color, and I do have a lot of fun clothes that I don't wear out. So maybe this summer, maybe that's what the summer's about. Okay, this is where I was gonna play with this, but it's a little too abstract. I have this guy, so let's see. Let's see what these birds are doing here. As you're collaging also, you can give things meanings and stories, right? That's how my collages evolve a little bit easier and more meaningful to me. And when I mean easy, I mean there's less resistance, right? So I'm looking at these birds and I'm already friends with them. I already know their story, right? They're on vacation, they're a little couple, and that kind of leads me, right? If I know this is a group of birds on vacation, then I know that I know what kind of vacation I would want, and I'm gonna project that on them, right? Talking about vacation, this is an image from the digital collage kits that I sent, and this was from my trip to Thailand that I never shut up about. I just can't help it. It was a really great time. This was when we went to Koh Samui, and these flowers my friend Sai made for me. She's actually visiting. I love her. Okay, so look at this. There's like this shadow here, and I think I'm gonna go with it. See what it tells me. All right, as I'm cutting this out, let's check out what Art Fam surprise Joel Rivera did with Moonlight. Check him out.
Hello, my wonderful art family. Collage Dream rocks. It's Joelle from Phoenix, Arizona, and I wanted to share a summer prompt that was given to me that I really, really like, and the word is moonlight. And first thing I thought of when I thought of the word moonlight was magic, enchantment, dreams, hopes, aspirations. My God, the possibilities are endless, because it took me back to a time in my childhood when I spent some time camping, and I looked up at the sky and it was so beautiful. Just looking at the stars, you just had this overwhelming sense of peace and tranquility, and it's just such a wonderful way to dream when you're one with nature and the moonlight is just illuminating that gorgeous sky. So anyways, I wanted to share with you the collage that I made, and I hope you guys like it as much as I do. So here it is. I'm gonna get up so you can see it. Hopefully you guys can see it okay. I'll be posting it on Instagram, but here's my interpretation of it. I just absolutely loved how it turned out. It has all the elements of fantasy and wonder and just, oh my God, I love it so much. But if you zoom in, you'll be able to really look at all the beautiful details of this piece. So anyways, I hope you guys will continue creating during the summertime, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Have a good one. It's great seeing all the wonderful work that you guys are sharing with us, and I hope to continue creating more with collage.dream. So see you guys later. Bye.
Okay, can we petition to have Joel have his own YouTube channel, his own channel on whatever TV? I love Joel. Joel, I love your energy. Thank you for creating that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful collage. And this is what I'm talking about. No basic. This is a collage that has meaning to this artist, and it's just beautiful. So be sure to follow and like Joel's work. All right, I haven't done anything while we were away. Let's continue here. Okay, here we go. So I'm still cutting these lotuses, and of course this pop of pink is just the most beautiful thing, right? White strip out. And you know what I do? I literally just go to Staples. I do not have a printer. I like to keep my life as uncomplicated as possible, because I already make it very complicated for myself doing other things. So maintaining a printer, buying, you know, ink, and the Wi-Fi, no, it's okay. So I just go to Staples and print them there. If you have the dexterity, if you have the bandwidth to do that, you do you, and that's amazing. But don't feel like you need to, you know, buy an expensive printer to be an artist. No, none of that junk. Just do with what you got. All right, like I said, I'm going to start. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna start taping these two. Something's happening here, and I'm really excited about it. So it's actually talking about the energy, right? This has a feminine energy, and the one that Joelle did had a very masculine energy. Can you do one that's right in the middle, that is a beautiful combination of both? Try it out, see how it feels. All right, so these little birds are going to the market. No, I'm kidding. Okay, let's see. I'm really excited because this is going a lot faster than I thought. And that's the thing, sometimes you think, oh, this is such a deep topic, it's probably gonna take me forever. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, you know what? I think I want to use some of this water element. And I have, you know what I have? These guys. All right, so let's see. Okay, that's hard. that didn't work. Sometimes you need to sharpen these, and I hear that if you put it through foil paper, it helps. I haven't done that, as you can tell, because it kind of cringes me out, that foil paper sound, feel, I don't know. Have you ever like chewed on foil paper by mistake? Oh, not a good thing, you guys. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I'm telling you about all my fetishes. Okay, I want to cover this little bird's body because it's missing part of it, and that's okay, but there we go. I want this water element. Okay, bear with. By adding the water, I feel like it creates an interesting contrast, right? So you can see the birds a little bit better. Although, yeah, there we go. Ooh, I haven't glued her down. Okay. I have this amazing song in my head. I shared it also on the email list postcard that I send every Fridays from my studio. This Iranian artist, my gosh, it's kind of like psychedelic rock. I just got the LP. His name is Courage Yagme, maybe? If you know, let me know. This is beautiful. The song that I'm obsessed with is called Car. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's beautiful. I love him, and I can't get that song out of my head, and I love it. That's what's inspiring me. Yes. Okay, this is going places, my friends. Now, one thing that I do like to play with is scale, right? I like that the circles are there, but I also kind of want bigger circles, or I want something that feels a little bit bigger. You know, maybe there needs to be more birds present. It's kind of like these birds are congregating around the moon. Oh, talk about a story, right? How beautiful. Okay, I'm just gonna cut out these birds, another set of birds, and then we'll call it something. So, I mean, let's look at this really quick. Just thinking about weaving stories, right? And making my choices about what birds I want to put in my collage. Do I want to put him and put this here and it's looking at the moon? Or do I want this one looking away from the moon? Because that tells two different stories, right? And how do I make these choices? Well, how do I feel? I rarely look away from the moon, so I'm going to be looking at the moon. How about them apples? And that's cool, right? Because that gives your art context. Again, that is the antidote to being basic. I love that. Hashtag don't be basic, summer 2023. Okay, let's see. But the truth of the matter is a lot of us, especially artists, you couldn't be basic if you tried. You're one of a kind and you know it, and it's time to embrace it. So, do that, please. The art fam is rooting for you. Now, I don't think I'll cut out like a background. I think I just want the birds this time, because there isn't a lot of space. Actually, I don't even think there's space for these guys. Let me just cut it here. Let me get rid of the background real quick. So take your time as you're collaging. Thanks for joining me. I really do enjoy sharing this process with you. And thanks for keeping me company. Tomorrow in the 6M program, I talk a little bit about why I do what I do. It's an important question to ask yourself, and I've asked myself this many times. And I wish it was enough for me to just make art, sell it, and call it a day. But I need to do more. I feel the need to have to want to hold the door behind me for other artists. And there's many reasons for that, because art has saved my life on many counts. But also, I have siblings who had very different lives than me, and I'm very aware of my privileges because of the support that I receive from my teachers, from many things. So I do this because I want to hold the door for you. And if you're watching this, I know you'll relate. There's power in holding the door for someone and creating safe space. So this is an invitation. That's what it is. So that was a moment of levity, of reality, of joy. Okay. I don't know, you guys. Something's happening, something's not happening. I don't have too much of this water left, but I do have a lot of these birds. So why don't I like it? Check in. I don't like it because what happens to my little birds? They disappear, right? You can't see them. So what I'll do is I'm gonna do something really obnoxious. I can't. I love pink. I won't shut up about it, I know. It's just such a great color. Guys, my hole puncher hates pink. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't. Let's just be... I have another one. If you stay prepared, you don't gotta get prepared. There we go. Thank you, hole puncher. Well, you know what's interesting too? We can also, because it is moonlight, we can talk about the different phases of the moon, right? All right, now we're really talking about magic, but I'm always talking about magic. What else is there to talk about? Oh, look at this. She flew away. All right, bear with. This is real TV. And here it is. All right, I get an Emmy for reality TV. Love it. There's a pop of color, and now my little birds, if I can find them again, can have a place to live. Oh, see, they were hiding. See, they were right there, but I couldn't see them because they're blended in. See, so this is the whole, right there. That is the thing. Do not blend in, because no one will see you, and then you're gonna wonder why. So get over here, guys. Oh, yes. Oh, they're on the moon. All right. Name. Okay, my computer just froze for a second. Name 2 songs that name the moon or about the moon. Ready, go. What? Blue moon. Okay, good. Very good. Harvest Moon, yes. That's Cassandra Wilson. Oh, actually, well, she does a cover, but it's Van Morrison, right? Or no, Neil Young. I don't know, you guys. I can hear you. Tell me. What other songs? I love the Cowboy Junkies. Listen, I love sad music. The Cowboy Junkies have a beautiful version of Blue Moon, and it's so haunting. Ooh. Oh, this is very interesting. Okay, so usually when we show the moon in its phases, they usually face out, right? Go this way, and this one goes here, especially in imagery like a Wicca and magic. But this, for some reason, really wants to go inward. Cool. I'll let that happen and see what it brings. So I think it needs one more bird, and then we're done. Oof, this is going somewhere, my friends. This is going somewhere. Oh, look at this guy. Okay. And this looks like what, maybe a mom and son, mom and daughter. Yes. And, you know, as a queer person, I probably will not have children, right? Because it's very hard, very expensive. I'd rather have a condo, honestly, than to pay organizations to find me a kid. So it doesn't mean that I can't celebrate the energy and the spirit of good parents, right? I see it in my sister, I see it in my friends, but there's no reason to feel disconnected of these experiences that that I might never have or will not have, right? So I get to celebrate that perhaps today through this collage and in this little moment of mother and son. So that's kind of cool. See, everything is possible through art. It's a gateway, I'm telling you, in case you didn't know. Okay, let me just take this out. And I think we have ourselves a hashtag Moonlight collage. I was gonna say moonshine. That's a totally different thing. But feel free, feel free. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Gosh, yes. This is cool. You know what? Can you bear with? I think I need something that's reflective. And I have these letters. Look at these letters. They're iridescent. And I think I just need to add something. I need to gild the lily, as we say. I keep wanting to lift that, so I will. See how I did that? See how it's not all wonky? It's okay. Voila, voila. Okay, okay. So I think what I'm doing now is I'm creating rays, is what I'm doing. Rays. And if it goes out of the paper, you can just fold it over and nobody has to know. Ooh, my goodness, yes. I think I'll use the exclamation mark. Put that there. And do I need anything else? No, I think this is it. Okay, let's make space. Theoretical space, because I don't think I can go anywhere. Okay, so this is my hashtag Moonlight collage. Why does it work? Wow, this is a really long video. Thank you for bearing with, if you're still with me. This is my personal take on the moon, and I see the moon as feminine, as energy. That's how I relate to it. That's how I've been taught. That's how I've learned. And I love this idea of all of these beautiful creatures surrounding the moon, listening to the moon, and being affected by the moon. I find peace in this. I find magic. I find all these beautiful messages that really help me kind of stay in tune with myself, right? So this is the collage. Thank you, my friends. I will add one more thing. So this past week was a little crazy. There was this huge smoke cloud that covered the city, and I had seen pictures of it from my sister in California, so I knew that it's something that happens that will pass. Everything passes, right? But for a split second, I almost lost my cool. And thought, oh, this is it. Let me make some coffee, play some music, hug my books, and call it a day. I almost panicked, but I didn't. It's important to have practices when this happens. One thing that I will recommend people to do, which I do once in a while when I am absolutely about to lose it, is to sit for a second, breathe, and draw. Draw what, you ask? Well, how about circles? Just draw circles. Now this is a pencil, so you might not see it. Just draw. Connect the circles and going bigger and bigger and breathing as you do it. knowing that this too shall pass. And know that there's nothing that you can do at this very moment other than breathe. And just keep going. They don't have to be perfect circles. They can just meet at the ends and create the circles. Remember to exhale, inhale. And what's happening while I'm doing this? Well, I'm letting go of my fears and thoughts because I have to concentrate on meeting the circle where it starts to where it finishes. But I'm not being precious because I don't have to use my imagination to make anything special. I'm just making circles. And in many ways, I'm creating a vortex of safe space. Now, this has helped me many times. So if you need to just recenter, take a time out, draw some circles, create a vortex in your well books. This is Luis Martin, the art engineer, with a really long video. Thank you for sticking it out. Maybe you did it in parts, maybe you did it all in one sitting. I appreciate you. All right, I will see you tomorrow for the 6M infomercial, and I will see you here, there, and everywhere you take your phones. All right, what you do matters. Cheers.